Imagine a doomsday weapon that leaves cities, bridges, and infrastructure perfectly intact. Instead of leveling buildings, it targets the people inside them to systematically delete your memory and your entire identity. This is the objective of Alexander Voss. He views human memory, our attachments, our histories, and our loyalties, as a liability to be removed. He engineered an operation called Phase 2, Memory Eclipse, to treat human identity as data that can be deleted remotely. This 3D orbital map shows the architecture of the weapon, the Helios Array. It consists of 72 synchronized satellites that orbit the Earth, acting as massive solar collectors that harvest the sun's energy for a very specific purpose. Helios converts that harvested solar power into directed microwave energy. These beams are calibrated to strike the Earth and activate microscopic nanochips embedded inside human brains, emitting a pulse that disrupts neural pathways and replaces existing memories with a blank slate. Voss turned the sun itself into an instrument of absolute, remote-controlled psychological warfare. The command center for this operation sits hidden beneath the shores of Lake Geneva in Switzerland, housed within a heavily fortified underground villa. A rogue infiltration team, Kabir, his partner Nandini, and Colonel Arjun Sen arrive at this villa. They know they are walking into a trap, but they have no other choice. Voss holds physical leverage. Deep inside the facility, his White Veil operatives are holding Colonel Arjun's 14-year-old daughter, Ariya, hostage. She has already been implanted with a Helios nanochip. Voss also holds leverage over Kabir. As the primary test subject for the initial trials, Kabir still has residual nanoparticles in his bloodstream, leaving his mind permanently linked to the satellite network above. In the lobby, Voss projects a holographic feed of his orbital network. He delivers an ultimatum to Colonel Arjun: execute Kabir right now, or the Helios signal will activate and erase Ariya's mind. Voss forces Arjun to weigh the physical life of his daughter against the cognitive survival of his ally as the memory eclipse sequence begins. Arjun rejects the deal. He draws his weapon and launches a violent assault against Voss's White Veil operatives, pushing deep into the facility's lower levels. He fights his way down to level 2, taking a severe gunshot wound to the shoulder, but refusing to break his tactical push forward. He breaches a secured room and finds Ariya. Her eyes are open but vacant. The Helios signal is already actively hijacking her neural pathways. Bleeding heavily, Arjun physically carries his daughter out of the hostile environment to secure her safety. Getting Ariya past the concrete walls achieves the physical rescue, but it does nothing to stop the digital invasion still beaming down from space. Back in the lobby, the upload progress chart shows Kabir's cognitive identity shrinking. As the memory eclipse hits 60%, his unique neural signatures are being overwritten by the Helios broadcast. Kabir physically collapses, his eyes go blank, and his body shakes as the signal tears through his neurons. Nandini holds him, desperately trying to ground his mind with specific memories of their shared past. The damage is done. Kabir's mind hits 100% erasure. He is transformed into a blank slate, a compliant weapon taking direct orders from Voss. Voss forces the team into his central lab 300 feet underground. Here, a brainwashed Kabir raises an assault rifle and aims it directly at Nandini. Nandini refuses to run. She steps into the barrel of the weapon and pulls Kabir into a fierce embrace. This proximity triggers a biological data conflict. The physical memory of the encounter, the heat, the scent, and the tactile pressure, fires a survival response that clashes with the digital command. Kabir's hand begins to tremble as his autonomic system fights to reconnect with its own history. Kabir lowers the weapon. This biochemical override proves that deep-rooted biological impulses can create enough neural noise to disrupt even a flawless digital hijack. Cornered by Kabir's recovery, Voss initiates Phase 3, a total global memory wipe on the entire human population. With his mind restored, Kabir realizes the signal source. During his initial trials, Voss built the master core directly into Kabir's circulatory system, turning his own heart into a local transmitter for the Helios network. Kabir reaches directly into his own wounds. He grips the burning nanocluster and tears the master core away from his own flesh. He slams the glowing Lu core directly into Voss's master console. This overrides the global wipe and triggers a catastrophic self-destruct sequence. To save the world's collective memory, the first victim of the network had to physically destroy a piece of himself. The 300-foot-deep laboratory violently crumbles, while simultaneously, the 72 Helios satellites detonate across the upper atmosphere. Kabir, Nandini, and Arjun emerge onto the quiet shores of Geneva, just as Voss's empire collapses beneath the earth. Voss's algorithm for absolute control failed to account for the one variable the shadow network could not quantify: the unpredictable biological necessity of individual sacrifice. Yet, in a hidden facility, a surviving clone of Dr. Arpita Ghosh is already preparing the next iteration of the weapon. The Helios Array is gone, but the war to protect human identity from technological erasure is far from over.